civil servant cannot buy car? Can civil servant of level 7 buy Corolla? Corolla is about 9 million naira. How can we be in a country where the civil servant cannot drive car? How can we be in a country where civil servant cannot build house? What kind of country is that? And somebody is coming out to say APC have done well. How much is naira? How much is dollar? We barely feed them.
You know, say motor now they cost now well. Now cost on then they cost. How person go buy motor 3,000 that side now? He can't pay custom duty 15 million, 18 million to carry motor come here. How much you where you go sell them? Anything cost them, make them stop them. Make them stop anything cost them. If you get money to import, go import, come here. But all I know is say import original something.
A salary that cannot buy a bag of rice is that one the salary that they are able to pay. What infrastructure has he done? You correct me. If Tinubu were to serve the general masses, he would have used the fuel subsidy money to build the refinery rather than sharing the money to the governors and to the senators. Whose work? Have you feel the impact?
We get money. Nigeria, we get money. How one person now go get money, we go full a warehouse? How one person now go get warehouse now where they like 20, 50 money full am? He put the AC and nobody live inside here. Only money.
But the president was was in Brazil.
And what did he do there? What did he come back with? Since he came back, did he tell you what he came back with? Yeah? Is this the first time he's going for a breeze? What did we benefit? What are we producing? Every time you just go, even when you are not invited, you go there to go and observe what they are doing. After that, you come back. Tell me what you are benefiting from all these visits all over the place. Mention one thing in David, Moses, to tell you that these guys, they are just there to waste our money. Just waste money for nothing. Students are at home, teachers are at home in Abuja with their teachers. And you go now carry the amount to go and give scholarship to a country that is not more than 180,000 naira, 80,000 people. Please, how can somebody rationalize this for God's sake? Even America with all their money and power and wealth, they don't do such for the Christmas that Americans will be lacking something. The same thing they are lacking. You now take it to go and give somebody else. That president will leave office that day in America. They will impeach him. They will impeach him because it is inexplicable. I don't know what they have done to Nigeria that they don't even know their right again. Nobody protests. Nobody say anything.
This is not leadership. This is betrayal. Pause. Listen, because what you're about to hear is not just a story. It's a cry for help, a call for truth, and a war against silence. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigeria's sitting president, has spent 150 days globe-trotting in just 2 years, yet he has not toured the 36 states he was elected to govern. 150 days in foreign lands, but 0 days listening to the cries from Ebonyi, Borno, Bayelsa, and Benue. And while millions of our students are out of school, while our teachers beg for survival, Tinubu proudly flies to Brazil to give scholarships to foreigners, not Nigerians, foreigners. Let that sink in. Is this leadership or is this betrayal? If this makes your blood boil, smash that subscribe button now. Join the movement that is saying enough is enough. Watch this. Subscribe to this channel. Tag your family and friends. Interact in the comments. Enjoy this great masterpiece.
In reaction to the speech, this is what Peter Obi, presidential candidate of the Labour Party, said. He said, President has made over 30 international trips, spending nearly 150 days abroad, that he should tour the 36 states and dedicate just 2 days to each tour. That will make 72 days for you to do so, less than half of the time you spent in areas abroad. He also went ahead to... Hang on a minute, let me finish that, please. I beg you. He also said on May 29, 2023, GDP stood at $364 billion. Today, it has declined to $188 billion. Said GDP per capita was 1,640 as at May 2023. Today is 835, devastating decline of over 50%. Multidimensional poverty increased from 38.9% to 54% within the period, with 129 million Nigerians living below poverty line. World Bank reported that recently 75% of Nigerians in rural area now live in poverty. Today, there are 18.3 million Nigerian children out of school. Our students are now writing WAEC and other national exams in the dark. What's it called? National Primary Healthcare Development Agency declared that less than 20% of the 30,000 healthcare centers across the country are fully functional. Is that democracy with all of these failures like Peter Obi has stated?
You see, those figures which you gave from Peter Obi, I doubt those figures, but just to tell you something.
Do you have your own figures that you want to give to counter? Do you have your own figures that you want to give to counter if you doubt of Peter Obi?
Can you listen to?
Go ahead.
Can you listen to me, please? When the president took over, he inherited an economy in a very bad state. Let me remind you, we got to a situation that we were using ways and means, printing naira to sustain the economy. That was the situation that Nigeria was when President Tinubu took over. We couldn't provide for ourselves. We couldn't provide to run our economy. We had to be printing naira. But when he came to power, he stopped. He took drastic decision. You talk of the fuel subsidy thing that was removed. Talk of the exchange rate that was turned to a singular exchange rate. Those decisions affected our economy. It affected our Nigerians. That people who the cost of living increased, and Nigerians are not finding it easy. We acknowledge that. But this same government, they have taken decisions that will turn the economy around. At the end of the day, we are going to benefit from it. I want to tell you that, contrary to what you just said, our economy is improving gradually. Things are getting better. Even before he took over, most of our industries are not working. But you said he's traveling about. The president traveled about frequently to attract foreign direct investment to the country, and it's beginning to yield result. Peter Obi can be saying a lot. He's talking politics. We are not talking politics with Nigeria.
Okay. Okay, sir.
President Tinubu is governing Nigeria.
Okay, we're going
to turning our economy around.
Okay, sir. We're going to go to break soon. When we come back from the break, you will give us your own numbers and analysis to counter the number that you said Peter Obi gave that are not correct as regards the GDP figures and other figures on the economy. We'll go to a quick break. We'll come back and you will give us your own numbers to counter Peter Obi's numbers. As regards the GDP of 364 billion that declined to 188 billion, our GDP per capita of 1,640 of May 2023 that declined to 835 naira, and multidimensional poverty that increased from 38.9 to 54%. Can you give us your own figures to controvert most of those figures and his numbers of 18.3 million Nigerian children out of school? Can you give us your own figures? You said the numbers he quoted is wrong, so we just want to get your own figures.
Excuse me. I'm not going to start talking to you theoretically about numbers. I'm going to talk about the effect of President Tinubu's action decisions on our economy, on on Nigerian people, on our constituents. The figures is quoting. If you want us to be talking about figures, for the Federal Ministry of Finance is there to give you the exact figures.
But you said it's wrong, so give us your own figures. You said it's wrong.
Excuse me.
You said it's wrong. Give us your figures.
Excuse me. I am telling you. Hello. I'm telling you that Peter Obi can be talking about figures, talking about GDP, talking about all those things. I'm not going to come here and be talking about all that. I'm going to talk about the impact of President Tinubu's actions on the economy on our people. And I know that Nigeria is getting better. So you can be running all over the place and be quoting figures, preparing for election. We are governing and we know Nigeria is getting better, and Nigeria, they are understanding why President Tinubu took those decisions in the first place. And Nigeria economy is getting better. So I'm not going to be dwelling.
But you said his figures were wrong.
Katsina is drowning, our people are dying, and this government is flying first class to conferences abroad. If your heart is breaking right now, type in the comments, "Nigeria deserves better," and tag every friend who needs to wake up from this national nightmare. The borrowing is reckless, the suffering is growing, the impunity is shameful, and still they say, it's our turn. To our Yoruba brothers and sisters, this is not about tribe, this is about truth. If hunger knocks at your door, it doesn't ask what language you speak. If you believe competence is greater than kinship, comment. We choose truth over tribe. And to our Arewa family in the north, how long will we watch our villages burn? How many more graves will we dig for our children before we say enough? Tinubu is not saving us, he is sacrificing us. Between May 2023 and May 2025, over 10,000 lives lost, 672 villages sacked, and 4.91 trillion spent on security. But insecurity keeps spreading like wildfire. What exactly are we funding? This is not governance, this is state-sponsored abandonment. If your soul is stirred by this truth, hit the like button now, subscribe, drop a comment, and share this video to every WhatsApp group you belong to. This message must go viral. 135,000 kilometers of our roads remain unpaved. The power sector, less than 5,000 megawatts for over 200 million people. That's not just failure, that's wickedness dressed in agbada. And in the midst of it all, Peter Obi says, we must build a new Nigeria where leadership is responsible and every kobo borrowed delivers measurable impact. We need leaders who are not allergic to hard work, leaders who won't fly away while their people die, leaders who understand that governance is service, not a buffet. A new Nigeria is not just possible, it is urgent. But it starts with you. Yes, you. Don't just get angry. Get involved, subscribe, comment, share this video across every social media page you own. Let the silence be broken. Let the sleeping giant rise. Let the wicked tremble, because truth is marching in. This is not a video. This is a revolution of awareness. And if you believe in it, don't scroll past. Act now. Like, comment, subscribe, and together we will dismantle this mountain of incompetence and build the Nigeria our children deserve. A new Nigeria is possible, and it starts with you, right here, right now. Let's make it happen. Let's get to work now and sensitize and mobilize our family, friends, and towns, men and women.